Welcome back to our community. Susie Thomas visiting with Ashley and Clayton, and they are from the Canton Ballet. Ashley, I interrupted you while you were going through the list of all the schools participating in this amazing March 4th program. Please continue.
Our next dancers are Marie Miller with Jarrett Holtzoffel, who goes to Perry. It's been interesting, I guess, once again, I'm going off on a tangent, to get to know these kids and their background. Marie Miller's little brother's 10, and he actually has stage 4 leukemia. They later found out, these two, after dancing together, that Jared's younger brother had stage 4 lymphoma. And they both are at Akron Children's. However, Jarrett's brother is in remission. But they've learned that through dancing, we got a dancer and a football player, that they share a lot more in common than what they realized. And we just found this out, basically last week. I mean, we were aware of Marie's brother because he is a student also in the school. But as far as like Jarrett's mom, I know she told me that Akron Children's did a Make-A-Wish for the family when he was hospitalized at Akron Children's. And so she's been really fantastic, also helping just even promote this event because she understands the importance of giving back.
And how encouraging the one can be to the other. That pairing was not by accident.
No.
That's amazing.
No, it was not, but that's life.
That's amazing.
Sometimes you share more in common with people than you realize.
Yeah.
And our final couple is actually Janelle Barker from Glen Oak with this kid right here that's sitting next to me, Clayton Tabler.
All right. And the instructor is Anna.
Anna Bettis.
Yes.
Now you know that for Thursday.
With
Anna.
one N.
With one N, not two.
Yep.
Yes. So you're not just learning how to dance with your instructor. Your instructor is teaching you to dance with another student. And all of the students are athletes?
Yeah, the boys, they're all athletes. They're all football players.
Uh-huh. And how about their partners?
They're dancers at the Canton Ballet. They're company members, so they're trained dancers.
So how did you get along with your partner that you were assigned to, Clayton?
We get along very well.
Have you discovered any kind of fun, interesting things about each other in these last couple of weeks that, like, you had more in common than you realized?
We just like to have fun.
Mm-hmm. And you think this friendship's going to last beyond this event once you?
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool. How about with the other dancers? Is there a lot of competition, or do you know each other, or you'll be finding out that night?
I'll be finding out.
And everybody is rehearsing, though, at the same place, yes?
At the same place, different times with different choreographers. See, we have a lot of Canton Ballet alumna that have volunteered their time to choreograph and teach, them how to dance. And then we have a couple more alumna that have just stepped in to also direct the rehearsal. So a lot of them have different choreographers and different rehearsal coaches.
The reaction of your alumna and all of the folks who have always supported the Canton Ballet must be absolutely tickled about this idea. Can you talk about the excitement that's been generated so far?
It's really exciting because if you grow up in the Canton Ballet, it's like a family. It's a place you go to after school, and you go home to your family, and that's at the Canton Ballet. So I've just gotten nothing but compliments from alumna, whether they're choreographing or directing rehearsals, thanking me for asking them to do this.
And I think with the prominence now of the Football Hall of Fame, of Hall of Fame Village, everybody's trying to say and ask themselves, how can we somehow coordinate what we do in with football and in with what brings people into town, and will continue to. This was brilliant, Ashley. What a great idea.
Thank you. The Canton Ballet is such a fantastic organization, and there's so many alumna that have had huge careers dancing, whether they're a soloist with New York City Ballet, Sarasota Ballet, on Broadway, on the West End in London performing. We have our own Hall of Famers. And I think people know Canton obviously as a football town, and sometimes I feel like there's a bit of a shadow cast on the Canton Ballet. But like I said, I also believe that art takes you places sometimes that sports cannot. For instance, at the Canton Ballet, they've gone 5 or 6 times to Europe to perform. They're one of 8 companies in the United States that performs in the Tanzimmer Festival, which is in Austria. It's in Innsbruck, Austria. And I went, and you come back from the 8th grade and they say, what did you do this summer? Oh, I danced in Europe. What'd you do? Like, Paris, Innsbruck, Kitzbühel, Salzburg, So you're exposed to a lot of things and a lot of different culture at a much younger age, I think sometimes than sports, for instance.
It's not just an awesome program. Let's not forget this is a fundraiser. I want to talk about the importance of that and how this funds will be used.
Okay, so Canton Ballet is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. Canton Ballet since 1980 has available over $10,000 in financial aid and minority scholarships. So
let's stop there. Say that again. I don't want anyone to miss that. That's amazing.
Canton Ballet since 1980. Clayton's mom even knows this because she's a Canton City kid.
Awesome.
I told Clayton there's a little pressure on you because you are aware that the Canton Ballet does sit in Canton City. So technically the Canton Ballet, the physical building, we're a little bit on your team come March 4th.
That's right.
So
that's right.
He has to bring his A game.
Oh, he will. He's going to perform. He'll be awesome. I can tell.
So Canton Ballet since 1980 has had over $10,000 in financial aid and minority scholarships available. The proceeds also for Touchdowns and Tutus, the fundraise that we're doing on the 4th of March. It also raises money for their school performances. And anybody that's not familiar with this, Canton Ballet has school performances during the day. So kids get bussed in from school to see performances like Peter and the Wolf and the Nutcracker. However, a part of this, the kids are given a 25-page study guide, so it fits in their curriculum with the school. So it's a very educational experience. Canton Ballet also offers live music in all of the classrooms, which is a luxury in the performing arts community because it is very expensive to have a pianist in every classroom play. So kids when you do attend the Canton Ballet, they are exposed to live music, which is really, really, really
That's awesome.
Important.
Yes.
It also raises money for their public performances like Nutcracker, Sleeping Beauty, whatever it is, of course, they're doing for the season. And then it also helps raise money to bring in master teachers and choreographers from all over the world to keep Canton Ballet at the high caliber of artistic training.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just sit there for a minute.
That was a mouthful. I just said that off the top of my head for anybody that's listening.
So impressive. She was not reading that from anything. No,
There's no chalkboard or dry erase board in front of me.
No, that was just flat out impressive. But let's sit there a minute because what a community we live in. For Northeast Ohio, a town the size of Canton, look at what we've got. A ballet, a symphony, a world-class art museum. I mean, you go on and on and on. And not to mention the Professional Football Hall of Fame, McKinley Museum and Monument. Look at what is here. Talk about the amenities and what the ballet offers to our community.
I think, for me, I lived in Europe for 6 or 7 years. I mean, I danced professionally, lived in New York, whatnot. So I'm obviously exposed to art on the highest level culturally, that you can get.
Yes.
But I have to say it's really important that people understand that Canton Ballet is one of the top ballet schools in the whole entire country. There's schools that have professional companies attached to them that are in large cities like San Diego and whatnot, and they don't necessarily even have live music in their classrooms. And I always tell the story. Several years ago, San Diego Opera had a deficit in their budget of about $9 million. The first thing that they cut from their budget was live music in the classrooms. They were able to come up with the funding, and no, San Diego Opera did not end up closing. But, there's a big difference between the economics in San Diego and being in the Rust Belt.
Yes, which we're not supposed to say anymore, I hear from the mayor. That's okay.
Sorry, Mayor Barnaby, who's a diehard ballet fan.
That's okay.
His granddaughter is performing in Touchdowns and Tutu, so sorry.
Awesome. Yes, but you're right. but this community, this hometown of ours, offers this, and talk about what age groups a child can become involved with ballet and some of the programs that you offer to everyone.
So the most basic level is Mommy and Me, and that as long as you can walk, you can take it. I learned that because my niece is 2, and we did a semester of Mommy and Me together because my sister couldn't take her, so. It was Auntie and me. And I was really excited to take her. I thought we were going to have this like real bonding experience. And then she completely like disregarded me and like was the line leader in the classroom. And she did not care that I was in the classroom. I felt a little rejected, a little heartbroken.
Yeah, but that confidence is good to see. So it starts with walking.
Yes, with walking to obviously a professional level. So the company is the highest level and they put you basically train to be at the highest level. So the next step then would to be to audition for a professional company.
More available there than we can ever begin to cover here. So tell us website, phone number, where people can get more information about the ballet in general.
You can just go to cantonballet.com. Also, if you want to buy tickets for Touchdowns and Tutus, you can do so at cantonballet.com or by calling the school at 330-455-7220. Again, that's 330-455-7220. And again, that's cantonballet.com.
You can tell you've done this before. I didn't have to ask you to repeat
No, you know what I think it is? It's when I wrote like the sponsorship letter and the cover letter to go out to all the donors, I proofread it so many times and redid it that I pretty much memorized it.
Well, you did very, very well. Clayton, what are you looking forward to most March 4th?
Just to go out and have fun.
Perfect. And that's what it's all about. And we're going to raise a lot of money, aren't we?
Yes.
Give us all the details real quick. One more. Touchdowns and Tutus taking place where and when?
Touchdowns and Tutus is taking place March 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. at Umstop Performing Arts Hall. What we're doing is we're taking 10 of the top high school football players and we're pairing them together with dancers at the Canton Ballet in front of celebrity judges that include NFL tight end Vernon Davis, Ohio State Buckeye Matt Wilhelm, and Sylvia Mackey, the wife of Hall of Famer John Mackey. The evening will be emceed by Jameer Howerton. So you Cleveland Browns fans, WKYC, he was also with the Jets. He's our MC. And then afterwards, there will be a post party at the event center at the Pro Football Hall of Fame where you can buy additional tickets online.
Ticket information,
cantonballet.com or by calling 330-455-7220.
Ashley Bettis. Clayton from McKinley, thank you so much for joining us on Our Community.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.